What's going on, everybody? It is Nathan with Dimension 119, and we're back at it again for Curse of Strahd. Somebody needs to mute up.
It's Tyler.
Well, this.
I thought I did it.
Well, welcome to our first affiliate stream. We're starting off amazing, aren't we? That's the big news. We're affiliate. We hit affiliate. We hit all the goals yesterday, and Twitch updated today about noon. So when I got home from work, I did all the stuff, and we're affiliate now. And I need to say thank you to Jarl of Goats. He is actually our first subscriber. So if you'll look down below the video, you'll see this subscribe button. You can now subscribe to Dimension 119. So that's exciting. I'm a bit flustered because of it, because I never thought we'd get here, but here we are, and we're happy to be here. I'm gonna drop a few links in the chat here in a second, and I've got a few timers set up, and improvements are coming, changes are coming. Be ready for all of that. I think Kevin's doing the recap today while I take care of that business.
Okay. The group party started off in Berez still, where they were camping out near the goats in the ruined mansion of Berez. On one of the watches, Ceraxis felt his master's return, to which he did. Ceraxis filled in raging, and raging returned to the group and interacted with the group. From there, we began to make our way out of Berez. Initially thinking that we were going to make our way to the House of the Dragon. However, we were intercepted by Strahd's carriage. Stepping out of Strahd's carriage was a dusk elf, one we hadn't met so far. He introduced himself, I believe, as Rahadin. And he seemed to enjoy breaking the wills of those he fought and killed, so much so that the tortured souls could still be heard whenever someone got near to him. He came at the behest of his master, Strahd, who once again gave us an invitation to join him for dinner. This time, with an added incentive, he had one of our companions, well, Ordin's and Ragnar's companions, as the rest of us have no clue who this cleric is that he held. He explained in detail that the former companion of our two friends had been tortured over and over, killed and brought back over and over, and that if we did not present ourselves for dinner at Castle Ravenloft within 3 days, then Korast would be dead, or maybe worse. Ordin pleaded with the group to make our way there with all haste, but we thought it prudent to seek advice from someone that knows vampires maybe a little bit more, an expert vampire hunter that we have met already, Rudolf van Richten. So we went to his tower, we sought the advice. He gave us some advice on some of the weaknesses of vampires and actually how to kill them, especially after the Ursten episode beforehand, where we thought he was dead, but he turned to mist and fled. After that, we made our way via the Vallaki shops to Castle Ravenloft, where we were greeted by Rahadin once again. He invited us in and escorted us to the dining hall, where we sat. Well, when we entered, shall we say, we saw Strahd playing a mighty organ. We were told to sit, which we did, but it was soon discovered that Strahd was actually just an illusion. Well, the one that was dining with us.
You forget the main part. None of you ate other than Ceraxis.
I
None
threw a
of you
roll.
ate
Does that
food.
count?
We sat and we found out that Strahd was just an illusion. Before he mocked us and his visage disappeared, leaving us in the room, the dining room, alone to do whatever the hell we wanted. And so Ragnar and Iris did what they do best and Oakenbeard smash, destroying the organ, totaling it, while Ceraxis filled his pockets and his chops. From that point on, we decided that we needed to find Korast. We headed out of the dining room and began to explore the castle. Logically, we thought, well, if someone's being held, most likely it's in a dungeon. So we headed down
Don't forget the geese.
using Ceraxis's wyvern, pygmy wyvern, to scout ahead. We had just got down into the first level, and we heard some flappy feet coming from behind one of the doors. Being absolutely terrified that these might be geese, we continued down, where we found a flooded corridor. We heard someone moaning and groaning from behind a door around a corner. Ordin, worrying that this might be Korast, hurried ahead, triggering, of course, a trap where our
Music starts
dragonborn
playing.
paladin was whisked away in a whoosh and a splash and a sploosh, I guess, of water. And we know not where our giant dragonborn has now gone. So now we are in search of both Ordin and Korast, and that is where we will continue tonight.
Yes, Rajin and Ceraxis have started swimming along the hallway here, not wanting to trigger any other of the traps that took away Ordin. I don't remember if you mentioned to Ragnar and Iris that to swim, but I just know you started to swim. Rajin and Ceraxis followed you.
I think they witnessed it, didn't they?
Yeah, they saw Ordin vanish in a plume of water and smoke.
Yeah, I think you said that water was like 3 feet deep anyway, so it's not. We're probably either
Swimming
having to
anyway.
swim or very close to needing to swim, so might as well.
And you would notice Soul come down the steps right behind you, since she wasn't. She stayed in the dining room for a little bit since Tyler had to leave.
Derek, what Raging is going to do, he's going to take out his greatsword and he's going to use it to kind of prod ahead almost. So, before he got to the square that he's at now, he would have used his greatsword and touched the floor, wondering if it's a trap or anything. If it doesn't trigger, then he would stand where he tapped with the greatsword, and then he would reach ahead and tap again.
So are
and
you
he
doing that the entire way down the hallway, starting from where you started?
Well, no, because I swam, didn't I, to
Yeah.
where I am now.
Okay.
So, what? Because I can't swim and try and get to this door down south.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's where you said the noise was coming from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you heard
So-
a man's or a gentleman's voice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna kind of. I would have tapped where I put my feet first, and then put my feet down, if nothing happened, and then I would start using my greatsword to tap ahead.
Right.
In the next square, and then if there's nothing there, I would move one more and go again until I get to the door.
Mm-hmm. You're more than welcome to do that. The way to that door is safe, so nothing's gonna trigger.
And then I think I would say Ceraxis. Oh, in fact, Ceraxis was on my back, wasn't he?
Was he on your back or did he follow you? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I was hanging on the back.
Okay.
No, I hooked on his shoulders.
Yeah. So, I would say Ceraxis. Use your keen mind and check out for any more traps ahead. The door. And is there any way to look through the door, Derek? Are there any bars or anything, or like a slidey hatch or something?
I think it is just a set of double doors. Give me just a second. It doesn't say, so I just assume it's just normal doorways.
Just a door, just
Mhm.
a solid wood door.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll try and help Ceraxis investigate the door. Then maybe I'm there, literally holding him by the waist.
Go ahead and check. Do your thing for checking for traps, Ceraxis. Okay then.
That's investigation, eh? Do I get advantage because he's helping me?
Yes. Is that investigation or is it perception?
Well,
I would probably say it's investigation, but
Okay.
it's whatever you call. But
yeah.
I think investigation works for this.
I mean,
Well, in the handbook, it says a
I
character
roll
actively
stealth
looking
for it?
a character actively
help?
looking for a trap can attempt a wisdom perception check. So it's perception.
Well, one thing's for certain, it was definitely not successful.
Oh, make a perception check at advantage. That's better.
Good lord.
hey, there we go.
Ceraxis is pretty certain there are no traps on this door.
Yeah, so that's a 24.
There are no traps on this door.
He can tell me everything about the grain of
there
the
we go.
wood. Well,
Yeah.
he can't tell me anything about the grain of the wood, but he can definitely see that there's no traps on this door. I'm gonna use the pommel of the sword, then bang on the door and call out, "Who is it that is in there? Are you the one, Korast?"
And you hear a faint voice from the other side. No, I don't know who this Korast is. Can you help me get out of here?
Can I look at the door?
And we
Derek?
don't need him.
What is your name?
My name's Emil. Emil Tornescu. Or Tornescu.
And we
Mill torn a scoop.
Is this
Remember
this,
each.
is this the mate of the werewolf woman?
Yes, yeah, you would remember this is the name that she gave you.
Okay. Could we, looking at the door, Derek? How does it look like this door can be opened?
It's kind of like barred from your side, so it's locked from your side, so nobody can get out. And though you can unbar it and just push it open or pull it open. I mean.
Okay. I guess I would say, very well. We are also here for you. Your mate has sent us, well, requested we save you. And I'm going to unbar the door.
Okay. You both have dark vision, right?
Yes.
A mold-covered ceiling hangs
Yeah.
3 feet above the still black water that fills this dungeon corridor. The water is 5 foot deep at this point. 10-foot square cells, their entrances blocked by iron bars, line both sides of the wall.
Do you reveal the room?
Yeah,
Do we
yeah,
see
yeah, yeah. I can do that. Reveal.
Miss Sol. Iris.
Who's doing it? Who's at it already?
Ragnar.
That's amazing.
Perhaps you should check the other door. Me and Ceraxis will talk.
I didn't even see anything. What the hell's going on? I'm not even gonna bother.
So you just
You
told
don't
me to go
see
check
the
the door?
literal smiley face right in front of us, Derek?
Hey,
Oh,
Nathan, you should put it on the map so that this chat can see.
Do what? Oh
We've
yeah,
only got it
duh.
to where our camp is showing.
Look, I'm a professional now. I know exactly what I'm doing, okay?
You're a professional and you still need me? Wow.
This is only our second stream using cameras, so I forgot that we're not constantly on the map all the time.
hmm And now, can everyone... Yeah, everyone can see that Ceraxis did 2 6s in a row.
What did you tell Soul to do? I wasn't able to hear that.
I called out for you and the two dwarfs to maybe check out the northern door, while me and Ceraxis talked to this Emil, was it?
yes.
Yep. So I'll let them do that first, Eric, if you want.
Soul's reply would be standing in the hallway to see where I'll be needed more is necessary. I don't really trust scary voices.
So, are you walking this hallway or are you swimming this hallway, Tyler?
I'm gracing this hallway with my presence.
No, it's a legitimate question. Are you walking the hallway or are you swimming the hallway?
What was everybody else doing?
Well, you came down and Ceraxis and Rajin were already at midway into the hallway, but the two dwarves swam because they can barely reach the ground anyway. Because it's this hallway is filled 3 feet with water.
Hey,
Did you
Derek,
not see me taken away?
Yo.
we don't need the because.
Well, the last thing she's going to do is get her dress wet. So she's going to walk and then point and laugh at them.
You're getting
Yeah,
wet.
well, that's what. As soon as she can get out the water, she's just going to swift all that water off doing her stuff. But she's not going to swim through it because that's absolutely gross.
What was the path that you took?
Well, luckily on this map, there's a lot of options. So, probably, I don't know. How many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3,
Well,
4,
like
5,
ping
4?
which blocks you walked over.
The ones right in front of me?
Okay, so you walked the northern part of the hallway, correct?
Yeah, that's where I moved my token.
Okay.
I tried to help you, man.
How much does soul
I
weigh?
fucked up. Did I fuck up? What?
How much does
Yes.
soul weigh?
Enough.
She's light. She cares about her figure. She's dainty, and she's a half elf, so she's dainty.
You don't ask a woman that, Derek.
Yeah, that's kind of rude.
How attractive is Soul? That'll tell Derek her figure.
True.
Deep cut.
Like literally, how heavy are you, Tyler?
What?
How heavy is soul? Like, what is her weight?
All right, let's let RNG decide. I'll just roll a D100 and tell you, and let's hope I'm not fucking anorexic.
That's not gonna go well.
Well, I'm gonna add
Oh.
I'm gonna add like 20 to whatever I roll. So
Okay.
107. There you go. RNG gods take the wheel.
And now roll me a D100.
But
I mean, that's pretty dainty.
a nice old 28.
Thank you for the
Awesome.
bits, Steve. We
When
really
the second
appreciate
you
it.
step onto this square tile right here,
That sounds terrible.
Ceraxis, Rajin, Iris, and Ragnar would all hear the same sound that what happened with Ordin, and smoke. Oh, actually, never mind. It doesn't because it takes an hour to reset. So never mind. You're good.
Ah! Victory!
I forgot about it. Needed to reset.
How long has it been since she came downstairs?
not that long. So no, you guys notice nothing.
Perfect.
Probably eat a sandwich.
Yeah, she was like fixing her hair and kind of like steps where the trap was, feels it shake a little bit. And she's like, "Oh, that ain't normal. Oh shit, hold on, I gotta get the other side."
Okay, so do we want to continue with the southern corridor, or do we want to Iris and Ragnar and Soul to check the northern corridor first?
I'm gonna stand in this hallway and watch both rooms. I'm not going in any room.
Okay. So we'll go with
Ragnar and
Iris.
Iris
Ragnar?
are just kind of listening at the door at the moment.
I think of Soul as like the really creepy neighbor that just sits on the porch and watches everything and has everybody's dirt.
Hey Ray, is Ordin still trying to bang at his cell door, or is he? Okay, Ragnar and Iris would hear just loud banging on like armor, like steel on steel, just clashing of metal on metal, just constantly. As what is Ordin trying to break out of this cage?
Like through the direction of the door, or like back through the
coming
floor?
from where from this direction, from the north.
I wouldn't know it was Ordin, so I think Iris would probably check the door and see if it's locked. As
It
Ragnar,
is just like I described to Kevin. It's barred from your direction, and so nobody can get out.
check for traps.
Make a perception check. Whichever one of you is checking.
That's a dirty 20.
There's no traps.
All right, that's way better than that 6, right? Then Iris will unbar the door, and Ragnar will ready that warhammer.
Do the dwarves have dark vision too, right?
Yes, Ordin's the only one that doesn't.
You would open the door and you would see Ordin just bouncing against the cell door, trying to get out.
I'm so
As
glad
he's
I
walking-
titled
as-
this
as he's-
episode with us looking for Ordin, and we find him in 5 seconds.
Yep.
It's what happens every time. That's what happened with Lady the Lake.
Yeah. You just see Ordin bashing against the cell door as he is now just trapped in a prison cell.
So you're telling me Ordin fell down to the right?
It teleported. It teleported him.
Dainty.
Both dwarves will probably sprint forward to the door and see if we can get him out.
It's like in Ordin, you would just you would be bashing at this cell door for a couple minutes, and then all of a sudden you hear a door to the south open up, and Iris and Ragnar come sprinting in. Like,
Do they say anything?
They're probably just like calling out your name and frantically trying to open this door because you just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of still a shock, especially since we've found you so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Iris and Ragnar, this has like, since Ordin can't see in this pitch black room, he didn't notice it, but clinging to the bars, like next to where Ordin is trying to bash his way out, clinging to the bars of this otherwise empty cell is the rotting corpse of a male half-elf dressed in leather armor.
Okay, maybe best I don't see that.
How rotting?
To where it's stinky, but this entire dungeon stinks because it's just a flooded dungeon.
I'll concentrate on getting Ordin out,
gross.
and then potentially take a look at that, see if there's anything useful, or make sure it's not one of the bodies that we need to find. I don't think it is, because I think one's female and one's a werewolf.
Well, we found the werewolf.
We don't know that.
And you are going to also try to break Ordin out of this.
Yes.
Make a strength check with advantage since it's both of you.
So loud. Strength is 12 for Iris.
Okay, that is not enough.
Or
try to...
if you want to use if you want to use Ragnar's modification, it's 14.
it's this yeah, it's you. There's no luck breaking in through this cell.
Ordin,
Do
dearie,
you need a
why
lockpick?
don't you help us break this lock if you can? You're in there, aren't you, Ordin? I can see you.
Iris, is that you? And I'm gonna pull out the sun sword and like turn it on so I can see what's going on around me. And then I stab her.
Make an attack roll.
I
At least-
don't.
At least warn us before you do that. It's a bit bright.
Oh, sorry. I literally can't see anything.
I forgot you're the only one.
Hey, there's no need to remind me about that. Meanwhile, I'm just playing with my own lights over here.
It's effects. Just
It is
when
effects.
you light it up,
I
turn
should've
the light up.
thought.
So
What do I need to? Do I need to roll anything to get free?
Yeah, you can make another strength check.
Okay, D20's taking forever. Let me just. Oh, there it is.
No. To be honest,
Ceraxis.
I don't
We
think
need-
you can. Is it just a strength check? Is it athletics? Let me check again. Yeah, no, it's just a strength check. I don't think you couldn't even open the door anyway, even if you tried. You need a 25.
I can do
Jesus.
that. Wait, no, I
24 is
literally
the
could.
24 is the highest I can get.
Yes,
Ragnar's gonna come out into the hallway. Ceraxis, we might need your assistance down here.
Ceraxis would look at Ragin for confirmation on what he should do.
I
It
think
seems they're having some issues over there.
I think Raging would. We probably would have been walking towards a meal while they were doing all that anyway. So we might have been a little bit further down.
Yeah.
And I would have probably have got Ceraxis to eye out for any traps or anything while we're traveling. But at the same, so I can imagine like Ceraxis is on my back.
Thank you for
clinging
the
onto
gift
my
sub,
back
Steve. I
as I'm
appreciate that.
tapping with the sword as I go ahead, just to test for anything on the floor again. So, yeah, I reckon we probably would have been a lot further down, probably to here by that time, Derek. And if we've made it to this point, then I would turn and just nod to Ceraxis and say, "You can swim, correct?"
Yes, sir.
Very well. Leave me here.
And he nods his head, and then he like doggy paddles all the way over to where the dwarves are. It takes him a little bit.
Kobold paddles.
That's adorable.
Yeah, he kobold paddles. You just see his tail like swooshing behind him,
It's like a motorboat.
and he eventually makes it over. Yeah.
Hey, all that stuff
and
going on.
He goes
I don't mean to cut you
Ragnar.
I don't mean to cut you off. It'll take a second, but with all this stuff going on, Sol would send a message to Regine saying that she will focus her efforts on providing cover for you while Ceraxis is doing what he's doing, but no RP required.
I think I would say, Miss Sol, we have someone that you may wish to talk with me to.
Excitingly, she would follow the footsteps she saw you take because she knows they're safe, and come hang out.
Okay. Then we'll go back up to the Ordin situation. Ceraxis, what are you trying to? Are you going to try to pick this lock?
Yeah, Ceraxis would go up to Ragnar or Iris, whoever really called him over. I think that was Ragnar, and he would, as he's doggy paddling, he'd like grab onto his arm, and say, "What can I assist you with?"
And you would see Ordin locked inside a cell as you start going up there, so you instantly go, "Oh, gotcha."
You kind of pull Ragnar like under the
he
water
would
for a
say-
second because
he'd,
he's not a great swimmer, and then kind of pops up, kind of spitting water, coughing a little bit. We need to get Ordin out of the cage.
And he nods his head and he kind of scoots over. He like pushes off of Ragnar to the bars and then walks over from the bars and starts fiddling with the lock. And he's got an 18.
Well, that's
to
sleight of
pick the
hand.
lock.
It's not a. It's a straight dex check with your proficiency if you have thieves' tools.
Oh, it's a
Yeah, lockpicking
okay. So it's straight
is a dex check. Yeah, it's
Okay,
straight
that-
dex check, and if you have thieves' tools and a rogue, if you have proficiency, you add your proficiency to it.
Gotcha.
Which I assume you have thieves' tools.
So
right?
that would be. Oh, absolutely. And I believe I'm double proficient in thieves' tools.
Probably.
I use
so
my
you-
expertise there, so I got a plus one.
So Derek, it is exactly the same sort of proficiency and dexterity check, sleight of
True.
hand, as thieves' tools is. So, yeah.
Yeah, you can keep trying. Keep
Yeah.
going, and
So it'd still be the 18?
well, you still haven't made it. So you need to keep. You're going to take a few minutes to pick this lock, but I assume you'll eventually be able to get a 20. You can try as many times as you want. The lock doesn't break.
Damn
or
it,
anything. Yeah, it's a 20 to pick
Gotcha.
this lock. But you probably fiddle with it for like 5 to 10 minutes.
Well, then I eventually do it.
But yeah, you eventually do it, and you can and you let Ordin out of this cage.
I will scoop all three of you up because you're very tiny and give you a hug.
Oh, this is not necessary. You,
That definitely helps out.
Is that Ragnar or Iris saying that?
okay, I see how this is gonna be. That
I
was,
thought it was Ragnar, but I wanted to make sure.
that was for sure Ragnar.
Okay.
What
Well,
does
then,
Ragnar say, Deary?
He didn't say Deary. He
Oh,
said
I thought
that's
he
for
did.
sure.
Yeah, I didn't
not
say
necessary.
deer at all, Derek. Not this time.
That's how you can tell them apart.
Those that have night vision after getting Ordin out of this cage, you would look around the room a little more, and you would see equally that there's 8 cells in this room. One of which has a pile, like a literal pile of treasure in it. One that has a glow coming from it from underneath the water, and then the one that Ordin came through has that dead rotting corpse.
Ragnar.
The treasure is in the top left one, and then the glow is coming from
Here.
H, which is that. How the fuck would you know? You've read too much.
Spot.
Meta.
It's not. There's a glowing
Meta.
spot.
Meta.
Is there really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is.
oh, yeah,
you can
That's a
see
little
it.
bitty one.
There's
No,
something
yeah,
over it.
the going spot.
It's the blind spot.
You said the
But also she's hacking.
you said the
Naturally.
body was in the one Ordin came from, right?
Yes.
Ragnar's gonna go check the body.
Okay.
Can Ceraxis go and check the glowing spot?
You'd have to pick another lock.
Ceraxis for shiny would do.
I'm warmed up now. I think I can do it.
A search
Oh,
of the... You got it first try? Nice.
Oh, that's sleight of hand. That's
But,
not what you needed.
a
That's
search...
right.
It's
I
fine.
just had to warm up.
A search of this corpse yields a sheathed longsword and 2 belt pouches, one containing 5 gemstones of 50 gold each, and the other containing a potion of unknown that you do not know what it is yet. Ragnar?
Copy that. I'm just writing it down. If you want to continue on to Ceraxis,
If you want to write down, if you can get somebody to be able to identify the potion, and later it's a potion of heroism.
I can. Can you cast Identify on potions?
If it's magical, yeah.
How's it going out?
So you could.
And you said 5 gems.
Well, aren't potions inherently magical?
Yeah.
And how much did you say the
So yeah,
gems
and
were
it's
worth?
five gems of 50 gold each.
Got it.
Okay.
Is there anything
and we'll
special
go
about
over
the
to-
sword?
No, it's just a longsword.
Okay.
A glowing. You open this cell door, Ceraxis, and you walk in and you see a glowing blade beneath the water.
You can name it Sting.
Does Ceraxis pick it up? What does he do?
You forgot who you were talking
No.
to.
Nathan?
Nathan?
Can he hear us?
He froze for a second, but he's blinking now.
Yeah, he's
Nathan
blinking.
Prime?
He's tapping in the chat. All right. Somebody ask him if he picks up the sword.
I'll add him in Discord.
And then
Nathan
we can
Prime.
continue on.
Oh, no,
He,
Well,
he
he
may have
dropped
backed out to come back in because he disappeared for a second.
It's weird because his thing was like his video was working perfectly.
Mm-hmm. That was weird.
All right, I am back.
Perfect.
All right.
There's a glowing sword.
So you pick this lock and you walk up to the corner and you would see a glowing blade lying on the ground underneath the water.
Cool. I pick it up. I have no reason to check if it's evil or not.
You like shiny.
I immediately grab it and start swinging it around. How's it feel, Derek?
You definitely get the sense that this sword, much like the one Ordin has picked up, has a sentient feel to it. It's alive. It is a. What is your alignment?
Neutral, whatever Rage-In wants at the moment. Like, neutral, whatever's best for Rage-In is my alignment. So calculate that however you want.
It's like you can sense that a very righteous aura coming from this sword, but it's one that is fighting you.
What do you mean it's fighting me?
It's you get the sense that you aren't going to be able to unlock its true potential.
But is it better than the sword I have?
It's a short sword. For you, it's just a short sword. There's nothing
That's fine,
magical.
but it's shiny.
But it's shiny.
I got a shiny short sword. It's kind of like getting a shiny Gardevoir.
That is what I thought when I got that shiny Gardevoir.
But
I can never unlock its true potential.
I'll post it in the Discord. It's a +1 short sword that is sentient. It communicates by transmitting emotions to you. The sword's purpose is to fight evil. The sword has the additional properties when you become additional properties to it. It can shed bright light in a 15-foot radius, so Ordin could now see. Well,
I thought
he could see with your sword anyway, but and then a lawful good creature can attune to itself to the sword, and while using the sword, you can cast Crusader's Mantle.
Yeah, I don't need any of that.
I think I already got another magic weapon.
Nope, the Ceraxis has a shiny sword.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna call it familiar.
And then we'll go back down to Sol and Rajin, who are now talking to Emil.
Can it be Famlar instead of familiar? Because you can't say the ill. It's like you can't get that kind of middle bit out. Familiar. It's the Ilia. So it's just Famlar.
Famla. He raises it up. Famla.
So I think Raging, while that has been going on, approaches the bars and waits for Sol to get there. And as Sol gets there and says, he says to Emil, "You are the mate of
Zulika.
werewolf woman, correct?"
Zulika, yeah. Yes, I am. What? How do you know her? She hasn't left the den in a long time. There's no way you have knowledge of her.
I have plenty of enough knowledge of her. I killed Kittle, the pack leader.
You would see that just a unbelievable expression on his face. There's no way. I led an uprising against him a while ago and failed horribly.
Then you are weak.
For what
Weaker than me.
There's
I defeated him.
What proof do you have?
And I'll turn and reach in like a pouch, and I'll be like, "Here is his head. Do you think I carry his head?"
You kept his head?
No, I didn't. That's the whole point. What I'm saying. You think I'm just carrying his head around? Like- And I'm gonna look at him and say, I defeated him. I challenged him for one-on-one. Then
What?
I killed the pack, the rest of it.
It-
I spared your mates.
And you'd see him, a brighter look in his face. She's alive. I must get back
And
to her.
The
Please,
children.
let me out.
I'm gonna hold the bars, and I'm gonna move my face up closer to it, and I'm gonna say, and I spared the children. But as right of defeating him in one-on-one, I claim the rights of your pack, to which she denied. It matters not, though, for she made a deal with me that no more Barovian innocents will be hunted by your kind. I ask you now, do you agree?
I not like I really have a choice. I've been trying to get out of this cell for weeks now to no success. If you let me out, I swear that I will that you can trust me.
I'm gonna go on, Tyler.
I was gonna say I'm gonna roll an insight check on that, and then depending on how my insight check goes, depends on my response when he opens his mouth.
Yeah, I was also gonna roll insight, but I was gonna look at Sol, in a kind of do you believe him sort of way.
Oh, you'll get an answer in just a minute. You know what? I'll leave it. Let's see. I got a 25.
You can sense that, or you get the feeling that he's not being 100% truthful to you.
So what Soul would do when she catches your glance, she's going to take a fireball, and she's going to shoot it past his head at the back of the cell, and then look at Regine and be like, "I could just hook him too. He's not telling a single bit of truth right now." He's like, "You might as well just drop him like we did the weak leader, or I could turn him into barbecue pup like we did the rest of them."
I would turn from Sol then, and like a snarl would come on my face, and I'd get closer to the bars and go, and maybe the lightning from my lightning breath starts to crackle inside my jaws, menacingly, and I'm gonna stare him down and say, "You dare lie to us?" And I'm gonna roll it intimidation. You will do what I say, or you will not get out and die, and then I will kill the rest of your spawn.
Soul would I don't know if I can add like advantage to his roll, but Soul would add to that and say, and I really, really want those kids to die. I just want it would be so nice. I'll hang them up on my wall, and she's just going to like, she's just going to like cause a little bit of fire in her hands and kind of just like roll it around her fingers as she's talking.
This is just Tyler talking.
With an innocent smile. Very innocent.
With a +8, I get a 13 then, Derek.
Okay, and what would that it'd probably be against his?
You could just go off whatever,
Feeling.
like the situation that he's in. Does he believe me?
Right.
Does he believe Sol? And then you can just kind of judge like how easy it is for me to intimidate him at this point.
Mm-hmm. I'm not completely lying to you. I just haven't made up my mind on whether I believe you or not. You say that you've killed the entire pack except for the children and Zerlinka, whatever.
Zulika.
Yeah,
Zulika.
Zulika. Yet you don't come with any kind of proof or with her in tow to vouch for you. How do I know that she's still alive?
Someone's got to look.
Why do I bother even talking to you and freeing you? I know what you are. I know what your tendency is. I could just leave you, but she asked for me to free you. I agreed, but only if my deal remains. Take it or die here.
And we definitely can make that happen. Like, it's no skin off my back. It'll be a little fur off yours, but no skin off my back if we got to.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy's really not in a position to be bargaining.
He's not.
He's not, but he has a couple options to him. That I'm
Yeah,
pondering.
God.
Because I rolled on the he's being a prick dice.
Oh, I love these kinds of people.
Hey, Table Knights. Thanks for the raid, Table Knights.
He would get
Welcome
up.
in.
Like
Welcome in, Raiders.
Rajan, you got closer to the bars.
Steve, thank you
and
for
your
the
light
bits
and your
again.
breath
Appreciate
started
that.
to shimmer and to spark. He does the same. He gets up in your face. Strahd will take care of you. He will come back. I will tell him everything you have told me. Finally, then, I may be granted the title of pack leader. I will follow Strahd till the end. And he growls back at your face.
Raging, kind of after a while of just like this, just bursts out laughing. Just that kind of tell him, for he will be next for my thirsting blade. I would show him the blade as the runes begin to kind of fill up with the lines of energy when I curse someone with my Hexblade's curse. Time to make a roll. What am I rolling, Tyler, for these random rolls? Am I doing a D100 or a D20?
For what?
Whether we just let him out and kill him.
Or we don't even have to let him out. You know, he's not in a position. We can just stand here and just hurt him until he wants to be kind, or he dies. It's no loss of ours at this point.
Yeah, but if he's a powerful creature, then I want to take his essence to feed my master's resurrection. So I would rather just open up the cage, go in there, and just kill him.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
But
I'm all for it. I'll stand here. I'll just let you do your thing. It'll be fun.
Then,
Soul will cheer you on. She'll be the best cheerleader you've ever seen. If I can manage that. No guarantees.
all right, I think Raging's a bit pissed, so I'm thinking
No,
anything above.
Ceraxis is the best cheerleader.
That's true.
I think anything above 40, Raging's gonna go just kill this guy.
Yeah, that would be a good. Yeah, well,
Oh, whoops.
So you're gonna try to let him out?
I'll with Ceraxis here. I'm gonna say, Ceraxis, he has chose death. Open the cage. And whatever Sol wants to do, Sol can do.
And yeah, Ceraxis is just so excited to see what's going to happen to this man. So he's like really trying hard to get this lock undone.
Yeah, you did like
20 sleight of hand, he pops that shit open real quick.
You hear Emil let out a very loud howl. Ordin, Iris, and Ragnar could hear it from where they are on the floor as well. And I need the four that are in this room to make roll for initiative.
Man, all Iris is trying to do is get in this room and look at this treasure.
You'll get there.
Solely for
not now. If she hears a howl like that, then her and Ragnar are probably going to come swimming that direction. Well, I don't know.
And
Is the
Sol-
water the
Hey,
same?
you weren't up there. You were down here.
Well, I was trying to talk, but everyone wouldn't shut up. I was going to say, when he tells Ceraxis to do that, Sol would be like, "Ooh, I love a good show," and then she would have moved out of the way to give them room to fight. But I wasn't able to say that because everyone was talking.
I'll allow it, but roll for initiative anyway. You don't have to do anything on your turn if you choose not to, but just roll for initiative anyway, just in case.
You can eat popcorn.
5.
Okay.
Derek, are there any environmental restrictions in here at all?
Give me 1 second. Descending. I'm pretty sure it goes as.
The only.
Can't remember.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be difficult for him.
It doesn't say that it's difficult terrain.
Yeah, I imagine it's going to be difficult terrain because you said it's like 5 feet deep.
Yeah, it's like you'd expect it to be. It doesn't say it, but I'm gonna say yeah, it's difficult
Right.
terrain. Okay. Okay. But yeah, he's gonna howl extremely loudly, and then he's gonna try to make a strength check to push you aside as he tries to push you aside and immediately run. Hey, you guys aren't there yet. You're back up to where you were, Iris and Ragnar. Gotta wait your turn.
We would have come running.
Roll for fine.
When
Go
we
back
heard-
to where you are, and you three roll for initiative as well, and then you can move from there on your
So
turn.
he's going to do an athletics check to try and get past me and Ceraxis.
14 for Iris.
There you go.
I'm sorry, 14 for Ragnar.
That is 3 straight ones in a row.
12 for Iris.
And then Ordin, did you roll for initiative as well?
Yes, and I got a 2.
Okay. And then Nathan, move your 2 characters back up to the front top of that, and I'm moving you back here, or wherever you were.
Yes, Dad.
Yeah.
Okay, Ceraxis is more athletic than Regen right now.
Yeah, I
Look
mean,
at that leg sweep.
Straight spider monkey.
there's more. What it is, there's more.
Yeah,
He's more flexible in the water, so he can like grab onto him, and tangle his legs up. Whereas I'm like for pushing against the water, and I'm also wearing like medium
Right.
armor.
He tied you, Ceraxis, so roll off. Roll again.
well, another one. I don't know
he
if I can do
tied
that
you.
again.
Okay, that one. All right, he succeeded on this one. He notices that Ceraxis quickly jumps in front of Rajin to try to stop him, puts up a little bit of a fight, but he's just going to immediately take off. So it'd be 5, 10, 15. Whoops, flipping him over. 20, 25, 30.
Derek.
And that's as far as he can move since he's double moving.
Wouldn't he have
Derek.
to?
Derek.
He's disengaging,
Derek.
so no, he doesn't.
Derek.
Yes,
Derek. I mean, usually I apologise for being this guy.
not
But-
this time.
No, you don't.
An ability check.
No, you really don't.
An ability check, right, is an action to perform. So,
He'd only be able
that's-
to move
yeah. So
half of
he
that.
won't be able to double move, and it's difficult terrain, right? So he can probably only move a quarter of his speed.
There. So yeah, it'd be a quarter, so that would be about
Yeah, 15.
15 feet. Let's go there.
Okay. Yeah, so he kind of bursts out and shoves past me and Ceraxis and Sol. But it's Ceraxis' turn, right?
It's Ragnar can move his little
Oh,
bit of feet movement. It's difficult
Hey.
terrain since you have to swim, so you
Hey,
can
I-
move half your movement.
I got 40 feet now
How?
because I'm a barbarian, or was. I will dash and move to the doorway. That's 40
Okay,
feet.
and then it's
So
Iris's turn.
she has 30 feet.
25 for a dwarf.
I have
Unless
the
she's
extra
got
5.
Squat nimbleness.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless she's got that squat nimbleness or something.
So I will. Iris will move to the other door.
And then it's Ceraxis.
Straxus is going to. He doesn't have much to do, so he's going to cast Witch Bolt
Okay.
at him. So that is. That's just not. Oh,
Let's see.
spell
if your-
attack, isn't it?
Yeah, let's see if your spark has improved.
Yeah. Can I? Okay, I guess that's just D20 plus 4.
That hits.
Hmm. Oh, that hits.
Mhm.
Nice. So that's
He's in his human form, so his AC is pretty low. Werewolves have low AC anyway. Wow.
all right. Well, I hit him with 2.
We're not rolling very well.
And does my wyvern act on my turn?
Probably. I don't know. Does he?
I think it's the end of your turn.
That sounds about right. Or does he have? Or is he supposed to have his own initiative?
I don't know, brother. I don't know your abilities.
I know. I should probably know that, shouldn't I? Can I get a token for him, or are we just gonna know where he is?
Ceraxis Prime.
Your
Yeah.
familiar acts
so
independently of you, but always obeys your
my
commands in
wyvern-
combat. It rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn.
Is your familiar lawful good?
Okay. He is not. I'm
I was
having
hoping you'd
issues
have it in, like, a mouth.
moving. Yeah, I don't think he can hold items. Oh man, I'm really having
He's
issues
got a
with the
mouth.
map here.
Have you got it selected on the pointer, top left, in the key?
I do.
Is it
Yeah.
on the select move?
So it is on select move. Oh, where'd dude go? He's off the map now. Yeah, when I grab my token and move it, it still moves the whole map. So I'm not sure. Hey, Derek, can you move my pygmy wyvern right over
I don't even
to
know where he went.
where homeboy here is?
I don't
He's
even
in the
know where-
darkness.
Try moving him again. Like you can't select your tokens.
When I select him, I move the whole map.
What about
Yeah,
if I
so
give you?
So
is it the hand or the arrow that you're on at the moment?
I'm on the arrow.
Yeah, are you on select move or can do? Interesting.
I am on the select move. The arrow.
Try
I click the
reloading
token,
roll 20.
and then
Yeah, just maybe refresh.
oof. All right, well, I got him here. At the moment, what he wants to do is I'm going to give him the command to follow this guy and just provide advantage for anyone trying to attack him. That's his move. I don't really need a whole lot. And then I'll refresh roll 20 while we're doing that.
All right, Raijin.
Okay, I finally get to use this. Something that I've been hoping to use. Because he's going to find it difficult at the moment swinging the blade. So he's actually going to do this. He lashes out, lightning fills up the blade of his sword, and almost like a fishing line, he casts it at him, and then tugs the line back as this lightning kind of fishing line lassos around his neck. So he's got to make a
Strength
DC
save.
16 strength save. I mean, he might have a good strength save, to be fair.
That's a 7.
Shows that you can see within 15 feet of you. The target must strength save or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards you. So obviously, I'm just pulling him straight back, and then he takes the 11 lightning damage. And that will be that is my turn, Derek. Oh, I can move actually. So I'm then going to move like around him to this place here. So
And block him again.
yeah, yeah, and
Or try
that
to block
is-
him at least.
yeah. Well, he's got a long way to try and swim past now and get past and whatever else. So, but that's my turn for the time being. And now we've got sort of Ceraxis ready to flank and stabby stab with his new shiny sword.
Okay, Ordin.
Don't you skip me.
Well, yeah, Soul. I forgot I already selected you. And then
Yeah.
Soul.
So, Soul, seeing the events that just transpired, she's going to she's gonna move right here, and she's gonna laugh and be like, "It's pointless, bud. I mean, look at this guy. Look at the lightning. And by the way, stop trying to run away because I don't want to make you a cook dog, but I will." And she's actually going to improvise weapon and backhand him.
Make an attack roll.
I'm not shitting when I say I just crit.
Well, with a fist, that is.
Yeah, I know it's an improvised weapon, so it's not.
1 plus strength, so you do 2 plus strength.
But
So
but
2
he's-
plus my strength mod.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't a fist like 1 plus strength?
But Derek isn't
Yeah.
because he's a werewolf, isn't he?
Yeah,
immune
1
to
plus
all
strength
damage
mod.
that's not magical?
Well,
Well, he's
yeah,
not.
he's immune. He would be immune. But it doesn't do anything anyway. You just slap his ass.
He
It's
shouldn't.
just a It's just a disrespectful
Yeah.
backhand, is what it is. Like,
He has to take disheartening damage.
he's gonna have to go see a therapist after this backhand. So we'll just say like Soul hits so backhands him so hard he kind of like pushes him like. And, like he like turns his head to like spit into the water, but doesn't take any damage. But she backhands the shit out of him. But the idea is, if he goes to charge through again, just for assistance, I'm going to stand there. I'm not a lot of help, but I'm stand there.
Maybe that's soul disengaging and moving back a bit further.
After a backhand. Am I even able to do that?
No, you attacked him.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But yeah, you can move there. Is that your turn?
Yeah. I said I was gonna let rage and take care of this. I'm just gonna make this little bald fuck can't get nowhere. He can't outrun me. So yeah, he's done.
All right, Ordin.
I'm not fully aware of what's going on, but I'm at least gonna move next to Ragnar. So 5, 10.
Stop there.
15.
Stop there.
What?
Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back.
Oh
go back.
no!
I didn't notice it before, but go back. How heavy was No, right there.
Like 230 pounds.
Again?
Again, roll. Let me read it. It was for every 10 pounds, I believe. So it'd be.
Well, it's been fun.
Only a D100.
Maybe you'll go in the same cage.
Wait,
That'd be really funny.
You won't even have a chance. There's 100% chance you're triggering this trap at that weight.
So I'm just like, what's going on down there, Raging? And I start running and I just boom.
And everybody in that has heard this before with Ordin being teleported into a cell. You hear her just. Hear him just go whoosh again, and smoke and water flies up from the hallway. And where is he now?
Well, now that I'll be able to help, I
You're
promise.
now over in this cell over here.
And he just goes, ah! And he start pounding on the thing again.
Welcome to Amateur Hour.
How many times can I fall for the same trap?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Hold on, y'all. I mean, y'all
What
can
did
keep
you
RP
do?
and stuff. My roll 20 just shut down.
Yeah, I was refreshing it for like 2 turns before mine because it went straight up high school graphing paper on me and I lost everything.
It was doing that earlier.
I
Yeah,
sent
and
that
my
picture in
tab
the
just
Discord,
literally
yeah.
closed. For no reason. Like, I wasn't even on that screen. I mean, that was weird.
Derek, what's
We're too good.
what's this dude gonna try and do to me?
He's gonna look. He's gonna look around, see you, and then this dainty half elf. Or are you a full elf, Tyler? I can't remember.
Half.
Okay, the half elf just blocking his escape as you just drug him backwards with a lightning whip, and he's gonna pretty much.
Don't forget that backhand.
And he got backhanded with that by that he didn't even freaking feel.
I felt it.
You took 1 damage. That he didn't even feel, and he's gonna let out another even louder howl. Make a just wisdom check.
Who?
Everybody around. So
Am I
Ceraxis.
around?
No.
Is it a wisdom save?
No, just a check.
14.
Okay, never mind. And he's just gonna start howling for this. He's not gonna stop as he shape shifts into his wolf form, and he's just gonna stand still. And the howl just gets even louder as he transforms.
Soul's gonna say, I know you want to do this alone while he's changing, but I'm getting kind of tempted. Like, kind of what, antagonizing you a little bit.
Give me one sec.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call back over my shoulder. He has chosen Strahd instead of his freedom and life. That's what I'll just call back.
Can I give stuff initiative without it showing up on this turn order?
Oh, that's not good.
Yes, if they're hidden.
You could just not bring it in at all. That's fine too.
You
Yeah.
can have tokens on there if they're hidden from us. You can add them into the turn order, and there's an option for you to hide it, and then you can reveal it on that turn order tab, I think.
Yeah,
Kevin's
if you-
voice sounds
if you
way
have-
different.
have-
Stuck.
have
Got it in
the
that accent.
yeah, if you have the token on the GM layer,
Mhm.
and then roll initiative, it will. Although you have to set it up that you roll to GM, not to public, because otherwise we'll see the roll in the chat.
And then
Yeah.
once they show up in your vision, would it go to the token layer?
Yeah.
Oh
as
no,
soon
I'd
as-
have. Okay. As soon
Yeah,
as I
as-
bring it to the token layer, it would.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Copy just so because it's going to go all together. Paste. Add. Okay, I see. But I can't. Oh, that's okay. Okie dokie. And whose turn is it going to be? It's going to be Ragnar's turn.
If they're just kind of standing and they're confronting this guy down there, I think Ragnar will just step inside the doorway and hold his ground here as best he can in the water, and just ready in case this guy gets loose from the others.
Okay, and Iris, you would hear Ordin that can just be teleported again, and is now behind you as you were about to exit the room, and you just hear him go, "God damn it, help!"
Iris is just gonna let out a big sigh and turn and start swimming back that direction. I can dash and get here.
Oh,
And you see, and Ordin, and you see Iris swimming back up to you, and Iris, you see Ordin in another cell.
when she starts swimming, I'm gonna be like, I got this. Go help the others. And I'm gonna keep throwing myself against this cage.
You couldn't break out last time, dearie. What makes you think you're gonna get out this time?
Well, I've got time. The others don't. They need you more than I do.
Well, I'm already here now. I guess I can go back later if you need. You know, the next time it's around to my turn. I'm stuck here at the moment.
Can we like both try to break me out of this? Is there at all a chance?
Can you
If
roll a
we need a
25?
25, then there's no chance for Iris to do it.
No, there's no chance for me either.
You ain't breaking it. You can keep trying though. Ceraxis,
Yeah.
your turn. Nathan, can you hear us?
Yes. What, did you
It's
say
your turn.
something? Did I miss something?
Oh shit! It is my turn. Isn't it?
Ceraxis, your turn.
Can you hear us? Yeah, did you say
Uh,
something?
So Ceraxis is going to he's gonna do that, witch bolt damage again.
Make another attack roll, spell attack.
Yeah, maybe if he wasn't trying to bash a
I'm working on
spellcaster,
it.
he wouldn't suck.
So here we go. Hey, that's a solid 11 damage. So yeah, he's reaching out his clawy hand with this witch bolt lightning, and he's looking for Ragen's approval, since that his spark is more powerful this time than last time he used it. And he's kind of
But
going
you
like,
missed.
"Yeah, I'm doing it."
If you hit the first time, do you automatically hit? Do you...
Yeah, it's concentration. So
Yep.
basically,
Yeah,
like,
as long as I use my action to do it.
Gotcha. Okay.
is it an action to do that? Or
Yes.
is it a bonus action to activate it? Okay.
No,
then
it's
I
an
think
action.
I would. Yeah. I think Raging will say, "Stab him. Use your thunderous boom."
Yep.
Think about that the next time.
Issues.
And
Go ahead,
his
Nathan.
pygmy wyvern would his pygmy wyvern would move. Oh, come on, don't do the thing again. He would move over here and provide advantage for everyone trying to attack him.
Don't you have to select one person?
Yeah, it's the next attack.
So then whoever attacks next has advantage.
Yeah, whoever's going to attack him next then.
Okay, next up is this. It's 20. Awesome. Okay. Next up is going to be Rajin.
Because he's just continuously howling, Raging's just going to say,
And he used his action to transform him.
yeah, he's just going to say, "Shut up," and he's just going to attack him twice.
Okay.
One, two.
Booth
Yeah,
hit.
27 damage as I raise the blade out of the air as high as I can and just cut down with it through the water and through him as much as I can.
Mm-hmm. And he lets out a painful howl this time, and he will respond. "No, you may kill me, but the whole castle will know that you're down here. You will not escape with your lives." And and it's now Soul's turn.
Well, Soul is going to say, "They'll know we're here, but you're gonna be a little cooked, bud." And fireball or firebolt, not fireball. That'd be fucking hilarious.
You hurt everybody. Let's go.
Yeah. I got a 17 on the die. Is that going to be high enough? Otherwise, add 8.
That hits.
It is at disadvantage, Tyler.
Why is it at disadvantage?
Hey, thanks, Dad.
Because he's within 5 feet.
Oh,
Well, modified 17 because I rolled very low. But
it's
yeah, so we're still saved.
Hey, you know what 17 reminds me of and rhymes with? Same team.
17, same team. Fair enough.
So how much damage, Tyler?
16.
And you see him, even though the water is 5 foot deep, so it's here. It's kind of at his neck. He kind of drops to his knees for a second, and then gets back up, like spitting up blood and gargling. Hey, Ordin, you're not getting out of your cells, but do you want to do anything?
I don't suppose. Do the bars go all the way up to the roof?
Yes.
Okay. Can I grab the bars and like try to force them open?
That's the strength check.
Okay, well I'm changing what I'm doing now. I was throwing myself against it, now I'm just like trying to pry it open. So there you go, I got some variety in there.
Now it's his turn, and
I think
Go ahead.
Deity I've seen in a movie one time. If you pee on your shirt and put a bar in it, you can twist the bars open.
If I pee in my shirt?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
that's what
Yeah.
happened in the movie I saw.
The
Iris, I don't
stage
have
play.
Iris, I don't have to go right now. And I'm just gonna keep trying to pry it open.
She just shrugs.
Also, P.S. You are all surrounded by water, so
You think they're smart enough to realize that could work?
oh, by the way, Ragnar, how tall is Ragnar? He's
Tall
not 5
enough.
foot, is he?
Tall enough to swim back to the steps behind him.
Yes. So yeah, on your turn before, you walk down the steps, and you can't even feel the ground anymore. So you're just treading water, and it's he's gonna make an attack on the he's gonna, with his dying breath, he's gonna you guys are fools. You should have let me out while you had the chance. I was gonna just leave peacefully and leave you all alone, but now whatever's down here with us, they'll get you. And he's gonna make a multi-attack on you, Tyler. One with his bite and one with his claws. The bite is a +4 to hit, a 19 to hit. That hits, right, Tyler?
Give me 30 seconds. I'm looking one thing up because it might actually not.
Okay. Looking up shield.
it is a +5.
It's a +5 to what my armor's at the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that doesn't hit.
Ray, is that your werewolf again?
It is not mine for once.
Okay.
That's actually probably mine.
Jared's
That sounds
werewolf.
like an ankle biter.
And then
So he would go to swipe, and then you would kind of see, like, it would
Bite.
just graze or bite, and it would just like his teeth would kind of just like bounce off of my clothing.
Mm-hmm. And is that for the whole entire turn that it's now +5, or was it just for that one attack, Kevin?
It's for the whole turn.
Okay. So, but yeah, he's going to attack you again with his claws, but we'll see if he hits this one too. No, because that's worse. So he goes and swipes at you again, and just grazes off you and misses. You nimbly dodge out of the way, and he goes, I knew this was a hopeless battle from the beginning, but at least I hopefully have let others know that you were down here. And Ragnar.
Soul's gonna spit in his face and laugh when he misses, and say that all your kind is truly weak. No wonder we're here for a vampire.
Ragnar's just kind of mumbles under his breath. We were invited here. And just steps back because he's pretty much useless in this water.
Now you're on the steps.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think actually I'm going to go back, seeing that Iris is back there, and see if I can help. Knowing I can't help, but Ragnar not knowing he can't help.
Iris, you see Iris sees her brother come back into the room, even though there's fighting going on.
What's going on down there? There's too much water. Can't be any help down there.
You could just say we're too short.
Where's Ordin? She's in
I'm
this
over
cage.
here.
He's in this cage. He's gotten himself stuck again. Bring that hammer over here, and we'll see if we can bash him out. And it's 10, 15. I'm gonna move Iris like halfway. Yeah, I'll move Iris halfway and hopefully meet for the hammer eventually.
Okay. Ceraxis.
So Ceraxis is going to run up and going to try to the booming blade spell. Which, let me pull that up just so I'm using the right thing here. Brandished weapon, melee attacks. I'm going to melee attack him with my short sword, which he gets advantage on because he's being flanked, right?
Yes.
Okay, well,
So that's
23 to
23.
hit. On hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack normal effects, then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn. If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then, the target takes 1d8 thunder damage. All right, so then he just takes a...
You hit.
Nope, that's not what I wanted.
Swung again. You swung again anyway.
In the chat.
Oh, I got 2 attacks anyway, but anyway, yeah, so...
No, so Nathan,
Mhm.
in the chat where it says short sword in the chat,
Yep.
just click on that.
But it's not. It's not.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay.
Yeah, that's.
But isn't my new magical short sword magical?
Not to you.
Yeah, that damage isn't correct anyway. So, but it will take 1d8 thunder
No.
damage because at level 5, booming blade increases. To,
Okay.
the initial damage is 1d8.
Okay.
So it will take 1d8 thunder damage.
Yes.
Oh, even on
Yeah.
hit?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
sweet.
It
So I
does
got
that at level
1d8
5.
damage for the... Okay, so he doesn't take normal damage at all?
Regular damage, no. He's immune to non-magical.
Gotcha. Okay, so then...
2.
Oh, I see ya. So he takes 2 damage, and then I get a second attack.
How do you get a second attack? You're a rogue.
Rogues don't get second attacks?
No.
No.
Ooh. All right, well then ignore that other 26.
You get sneak attack instead, Nathan.
Yeah, so roll your D. I think it's D6.
Oh, gotcha.
It doesn't matter though, Derek, because he's
Physical.
immune to it. Yeah.
You can roll it anyway if you'd like.
Yeah, it's not magical.
It should be 4d6.
No, just make me upset. How many do I do?
4d6.
Not 46.
Yeah, it does 46 damage. No, it's all non-magical damage anyway, so.
Yeah. Rolling DF in the chat.
Well,
And go ahead.
no, I was just about to say that actually works out better for me. I think that Ceraxis doesn't hurt him or doesn't kill him.
Right.
And you all would start to see some zombies float through the water towards you guys. How do I bring it back?
Well, that's a lot of zombies.
How do I bring their initiative to the turn order? I don't know.
Mother of Pearl.
I'll just say it when it's their turn. All right, Rajan, your turn.
Okay. Yeah. Raging's gonna turn and cut his head off.
Make your attack.
Um, does the wyvern give advantage, Nathan?
I would assume.
Yeah, this is the that's gonna be his move there.
Yeah.
So send it.
12 hits. Well, 27 definitely hits since you have advantage anyway. And you cut his head off.
Excellent. And then, if I can, I'm just checking what action it is for my accursed spectre.
Specky!
Yeah.
He returns.
He doesn't say what action it is. He just says I can do it. So, and then, indeed.
Yeah, you have to roll initiative for the Spectre, which has its own turns.
Yeah. And so we have Specky until I take a long rest. Has that rolled?
Nice.
Yes.
Not clear. Okay. Is that your turn?
That
Are you gonna
is
move?
my. Yeah, I'm gonna begin to move towards the zombies. 3. I can move 3, so I'll move to there, and that's my turn.
All right, so Rajin just decapitated this werewolf, and now you see 6 zombies in the hallway to the north of you guys.
All right. Interesting turn of events. So if I just wanted to move to there, I can. This one is Ceraxis, or is that his little
That's
ghost?
his white wyvern.
So can I just move past him to go behind him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So I would do that. And
That's
then
20 feet of movement.
yeah. And then I'm just going to, because it's the start and I'm not going to waste any kind of radiant at the moment, I'm just going to firebolt the first one,
Okay.
that one. And that is 18.
That hits.
And then that's going to be, oh, great rolls, dickhead. 12 damage.
Okay.
She's going to shout out to Rajin saying when they get closer, she'll make sure that they don't get back up.
I like how these zombies have proficiency in wisdom saving throws, but that just brings them up to a straight 0. Okay. Ordin, you still trying to get out to no avail.
If I stop, can I hold my action?
Sure.
Okay, I will hold my action until I can get free, and then I will run.
Ragnar.
I'm gonna have to dash to get there, but I think Ragnar's gonna dash up here and get to the cage.
You would have
And-
seen zombies stroll into view if you wanted to change your action.
No, I think he's gonna brandish the warhammer, try to get as much footing as he can, and get ready to at least try to smash this lock or something, or find
Okay.
a part that he can bang on since it's water. Kevin, don't twist your head like that.
All right, now it's Iris's turn.
And I am looking to see what. That's not what I want. What did the book then? I googled it and it did not give me what I wanted. So
Let's go.
I know how to play my characters. I don't have to look things up. Here we go. So, are these? What's the range? 30 feet. Computer go being crazy. So I can move. Bless you.
Bless you.
And
Gracias.
Nate. No? Okay. You missed your opportunity.
Yes.
bud. Totally missed your opportunity.
Oh,
For
I
what?
did. I'm
For
slacking.
Discord.
For what he said he was gonna do. Okay,
Oh.
so
God
Yeah, I
bless
forgot about that.
I need all of these zombies to
God bless Marc.
make wisdom saves.
All of them? Why all of them?
Because they're within 30 feet of me now.
Oops. Isn't it just one? 15,
No, it's
20. Nope, they are. Okay, that is all 30. Okay. All wisdom saves. Okie dokie. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they're a straight 0 now. Awesome. 10.
Nope.
What challenge rating are these, Derek?
Exactly what I was fixing to ask.
1.
They're gone. Iris raises her anvil up and just starts shouting in Dwarven at them, and they just start melting into the water and disappearing.
Why can't I pick this one? This one is stuck. I can't select him.
That finally freaking worked!
Is he on the map layer, Derek? Did you put him
Might
to the
be.
map layer instead
Yeah, I
of the?
put him to the map layer on accident.
I bet that was. I bet that was the one you rolled initiative with, right?
No, I put the one I rolled initiative with off map.
Ah, okay. Okay. Did you put that one to the token layer?
No. That
That's
one
why
was
it didn't.
oh,
That's why it didn't
yeah.
show up on the
That's fine.
initiative tracker.
All right.
It's
We
not
know
a
how to-
like you guys haven't seen Iris. You've seen Iris turn undead before, but you've never seen her destroy undead. But you've seen some of her other spells, and this is a
You
lot
just deleted
different.
them.
This is like she raises this, and it doesn't start glowing that red hot, like hot metal like it usually does. It almost looks dark, and then these zombies literally just start like the flesh starts
Decaying,
melting,
falling
and then
apart.
the bones start melting, and they just start disappearing into the water.
Good
That would have been
move.
really
Good
could've seen it.
move.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
And that's my turn.
We are now out of initiative.
Derek,
Did we want before we go any further? Did we
Okay.
want to break and then come back?
Abso-positively.
Sounds good to me then.
All right, everybody, we're gonna take about a 10-minute break. Refresh your beverages. Use the restroom, let your dogs out, kiss your spouse, whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
freaking coins and treasure. This one. Oops. In this cell, there is a dead dwarf floating above the water.
Hey, well, this party knows what dead dwarves look like.
75F. In this one,
Pull the pin, wait for the explosion.
shackled to the
Don't
back
panic.
wall of the cell is an emaciated figure in a blue robe. Its spindly arms spread wide and its head tilted forward. Long gray hair hangs down in front of the dead man's face. The skeletal figure is all that remains of a human wizard. Flesh is still clinging to its bones, and puncture marks are visible on the wizard's neck. And then in this one, G, the one right north of it, there's pounded into the roof of this cell is a rusted iron pulley, strung through which is a rope that is tied to one of the crossbeams of the barred door. Dangling upside down from the pulley is a man, flabby and stout of build, in tight-fitting leather armor. His boots are bound with rope just below the pulley. His fleshy hands are tied behind his back, and his head is underwater. He is not moving. Okay.
Sounds kinky.
And then in H, the very far north one, you see, even though it's 5 foot of water, you see that there's a tall, there's no armor. He's almost naked, other than his loincloths. Orc man, just kind of tied to the wall, expressionless, but he is alive.
I'll just say to Ceraxis, get these cells open.
Listen. He'd crack his fingers and he'd get to work. But if it's 5 feet of water, he's going to need to piggyback off of someone.
Yeah. Hey, Raging will come over and just support you up as you do it. Derek, is he going to fail any of these?
If you're gonna stay until he opens them, there's just no point. So yeah, he'll open them. He'd fail every now and then, but he eventually gets them all open.
Yeah. Do you want him to just do some investigation rolls or perception rolls just to cover the whole room and see what we find? Because we can maybe take like a couple of minutes just to do that and move on rather than doing cell by cell sort of thing.
We'll start with in 75 in B. So this one here, the wad of cash, scattered across the floor of the cell, if you stay to take them all, are 2,100 EP, so Illyrian pieces. Electrum pieces, my bad. You can scoop up 100 coins
those are useless.
every minute. So it would take you 21 minutes to get all this treasure. And then the cell with the dead dwarf has nothing in it other than a non-magical but usable battle axe. If you want a battle axe. Nothing in the wizard cell, nothing in the bard cell. So there's no other treasure in these cells other than that pile. Other than in the northwestern cell, there's that orc man that is none of you know him, so it doesn't matter. So and he's expressionless but alive.
I'll spend a minute just to pick up like 100 electrum pieces then, and just put them in the pockets, and then I'll send Ceraxis to the others to free Ordin. But I'll say to the orc, if you are able to walk, there is equipment in the other cells. You may wish to use it and Get yourself out of here.
It's like he is shackled to the wall, which you can try to break. You speak to him, and he just starts mumbling like incoherent nonsense, and then every so often, I don't want to die again. I want it to be forever. Please, just end it and end it. I don't want to suffer anymore.
Can I say, what is your name?
Did you
My
say
name?
orc or half orc?
Half orc. It's Korast. My name. I don't even remember my name. And he's just has no will, no energy. He is super thin. You see that there's scars all over him from where he's been tortured repeatedly. You can see that he has like stab marks through his chest, where he has been killed multiple times but brought back, and he has just absolutely no will to live.
For sheer curiosity, does he got bite marks?
Sure.
Cool. Soul has absolutely no interest in this. She'd probably just want him dead, truthfully. Let him come back. It's obviously like a fun pattern he's going through, you know?
Went up to Ordin.
Can I get out now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I got you out.
Thank you. I'm gonna start sprinting down the hall, being a little bit more careful this time. Come on, we've wasted enough
I
time.
hop on your back.
Okay, I'll let you. We've wasted enough time here. We need to go find Korast, and I'm gonna run down the hall, being a little bit more careful this time.
No one's gonna let me open this freaking door.
Okay, can you let Nathan open this freaking door?
Well, I need Ceraxis to open it. That's the problem, and he just went with you.
I would tell Ceraxis to find anything, to go and get anything that's useful from the other room. So, open the other cells and
Yeah, he'll do so.
Open the other cells in case we get transported in there again.
Yeah. You have unlocked all the cells now.
And then maybe just spend a minute scooping up some gold or whatever's in
this
the
treasure pile is 3,000 electrum pieces. But you can scoop up 100.
It's useless.
It's useless.
I thought you said it was a treasure chest. Oh well.
No one uses that shit.
I'm gonna add another 100 from that pile as well.
Okay. But yeah, Korast is just hanging in this cell, clinging to life, and he's wanting it to be set free and to not be in agony, pain anymore. And you would run. Ordin would run into the southern prison chamber, and you would immediately look right at who Ceraxis is talking to, and you can barely tell that this is Korast. He is starved and bony, doesn't have his armor or his mace anymore, and there's like no personality to him. He is literally just dead stare, just nothing. He is a shell of what he used to be.
Ordin's gonna see him, and he kind of does a double take, and a little bit of a smile starts to form on his face. He just goes, Korast, it's you! And he's just gonna run up to him and like grab his face and like give him as much a hug as he can.
And just like with Ceraxis, he just starts muttering, "Please, just kill me. Don't make me suffer anymore. I don't want to suffer."
We're here to help you, and I'm going to use about 20 of my lay on hands on him to heal him.
Okay.
So I just put my hands on him and start glowing a little bit. And I try to heal up some of these wounds that he has.
You can see that, like, the wounds aren't healing. Like, he's been cursed and beaten so much where his maximum metagaming, his maximum HP is 1.
Oh, sorry guys.
So he's literally just pretty much a skeleton.
Ceraxis, can you break him free from his chains?
He would look at Ragin to see if he would like to do that.
Raging will just give you a silent nod.
So Ceraxis, in this somber moment, would doggy paddle up to the half orc and kind of like grab onto him and start fiddling with the locks and get him untangled.
This one's an easier lock to pick. You pick it, and he falls and splashes down. And he begins looking around, and for any, just begins looking around. To which you obviously don't know what he's looking for, but he's just constantly panning his head back and forth.
Korast, and I'm gonna like grab his face and make him look at me. What's wrong? What are you looking for?
Looking hammer.
Did he have a hammer?
Or mace, bludgeon thing, weapon.
Look, we're gonna get you out of here. We've got all the weapons we need to protect you. It'll be fine.
Give.
I'm gonna hand him my long sword.
He takes it from you, looks at it, looks at you, and you see it, just a single tear start rolling down his eyes as he slits his own throat.
Well, would I be able to cast Hold Person on him before that happened?
You can try.
Let me roll and see if Iris would do that. 'Cause she's not in the great
Emotional damage.
state right now either.
That's the kind of sound bit you need there, bud.
Why? We've got you.
Damn. Honored.
I'm telling you, there's something moving and it ain't us.
I win.
You know, I looked through my cards to find Hold Person, and I'm like, I've lost it.
I
But
found it.
it's-
Hold on.
But it's the first one in the stack.
Oh, never mind.
Choose a humanoid you can see within range. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration.
There's no. I'm not even gonna roll. I rolled a nat 20. No, he's not succeeding. He gets up. He gets right up to his throat, and then he just freezes.
I'm gonna, not really knowing what to do, I'll just grab the sword away from him. What are you doing? This isn't like you.
Can he still talk while being in Hold Person?
Yeah,
can,
probably.
right?
Yeah, it's just he's paralyzed, but I mean, it's kind of, I guess it's kind of up to you since we're not in combat or anything
Yeah, you
like
can still
that.
talk.
It must end. Hey. Must move on. No, don't want to be here.
Korast, you can't be serious. Look, we don't know what's going on here, but Ragnar did die, and he couldn't move on. Even if you moved on, you wouldn't be at peace. Please let us help you.
Anything is better than living.
Please, you can't mean that.
And he starts mumbling
I'm gonna turn
gibberish.
to Iris. Iris, you know a lot more about healing than I do. There has to be something we can do to help him, right?
Is there anything? That I could
Hey,
do?
Derek.
What? What?
Is there anything I can do?
I don't know, is there?
Well, I mean, I don't know what his conditions are, so I don't know if Iris would know there's anything I could do, because I know you said Ordin's stuff didn't help.
Yeah, he is just a shell. He has no will to live. Whether he even heal him of his conditions later, he's going to do what he can to say goodbye.
So Iris would look at
Yeah,
Ordin.
Derek, after he goes on that.
Go ahead, Nate.
Yeah, after he goes on that depressing tangent about not having a will to live, Ceraxis shoves his short sword into his chest
The shiny one?
and kind of holds his no his normal one, because he wouldn't want to taint, or well, all right, Ragin, would, in this situation, do you think Ceraxis, would there be any benefit for you if Ceraxis uses your dagger that you pop in and out of to slay this wounded man?
I think Ceraxis might be like raging. Almost collects the energy of the strong-willed that
He's
he
useless.
fights. So he might like take it, look at it, and go, "Oh, maybe I can take this one's for our overlord as well." He might like whisper a little prayer, something similar to what he's heard Raging say before, and then do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So yeah, he would, instead of the short sword, he would use his dagger, slip it underneath, like in between his ribs, and kind of hold him close and say some type of prayer or something, and yeah, he would look at Ordin and say, some people are gone far before they're actually dead. His life, what little he has, is torture, and he doesn't deserve this.
Ordin just has this shocked and pained expression
And he takes his dagger out.
on his face as Ceraxis stabs him. And he just sits in there. He just sits in shock for a minute.
And Ordin is still holding him.
Yeah, exactly. He's holding him, and he lets go of him and watches him fall to the ground. Another second passes, and then you just see that look that he's had before when he killed Erston. And a little bit of light starts coming out of the sword, and he just grabs Ceraxis by the throat and pins him against the wall. What did you do? We could have saved him.
Kill him. Do it.
Ragnar will grab
There's
Ordin at this
There's
point.
no saving him.
You don't know that. What you did, we can't take that back. We could have helped him.
Could have used Revivify.
Some people
I
are
don't
beyond help.
Revivify him.
I literally don't know Revivify. That's on Iris.
Iris is, as soon as Ordin grabs Ceraxis and they start this conversation, Iris starts backpedaling, like almost in a panic. And Specky, are you able to like move through Specky?
Yeah. You can.
Yeah, just don't finish your turn there, otherwise he and you will both take damage.
No, she'll
mean,
kind of
I imagine
stumble
it-
back through.
I imagine it would move anyway, so yeah.
And kind
go
of
on.
just almost like she's backpedaling, almost like she's falling. She's kind of panicking, and she'll reach the corner there and kind of steady herself against that wall, as best she can in the water. And Ragnar will move over closer to Ordin and grab whatever he can reach from here. A piece of the armor on the leg, something, and start trying to pull him backwards towards him. Ordin, let's not hurt our friends here. We need to be calm about what's going on.
What would Raging do when Ordin is pretty much choking his little helper?
Raging wades through the water, moves past Sol and Ragnar, and just pretty casually just says, "What appears to be the issue here?" Not threatening or anything.
What do you mean, what appears to be the issue? He just killed my friend.
And his eyes will flick over to Korast, and he'll kind of look at Ceraxis for confirmation of this.
Ceraxis, he probably can't say too much, but you would notice that his eyes were more sure of himself than normal, that he's confident that he did what the right thing would do, and he'd kind of, if he could, he would squeeze out about a sentence saying just about this man has died countless times already. No one deserves that. This time it will be for good. This time it will be his actual end.
And did he wish for death? Or
mercy?
He didn't know what he wanted. I could have helped him. I could have gotten him out of here. Iris could have done some of her magic.
So
He knew
you
what he
want to
wanted.
bring him back to life, like what had already happened to him?
No, not like that at all.
And what do you wish to do with Ceraxis? Do you wish to kill him?
He just kind of looks at him. He just gets this dark look on his face. Maybe.
He wishes to put him down. That's what we're gonna do, Ordin. And Ragnar's just kind of patting you on the leg or something, whatever he can reach.
Oh dear.
By the way, Ragnar, it's still 5 foot depth of water in here, so you're.
I'm hoping this is all kind of happening like right here at the edge of the stairs, and Ragnar's just kind of like on the very edge, and that just barely touching enough for Ordin to know he's there.
He's doing that, standing on tiptoes on one leg. Like,
Ragnar's head is straight up.
Well, if you are to kill him, kill him. Make your decision, Ordin.
A little bit of his
I saw
normal
that.
self comes back to him when you say that, and then immediately just back to anger, and he just throws Ceraxis into the water. All you two care about is honor and yourselves. You don't care about anyone but yourselves, and you're just gonna storm away. Like, just in this general direction, and hopefully not teleport again.
Did you step on that one? Because that one hasn't been stepped on.
I did. You just hear, where do I get teleported to?
74A.
After I wrote it in the chat. but we
You're
were
now over
talking
here with
earlier.
a pile of electrum pieces.
You just hear screaming and like just pounding on this wall with his sword.
The cell's
Derek.
unlocked, so.
I know, but he's still mad.
I wrote earlier in the chat, but we were RPing, so I wasn't, in case I forgot. But before we trek forward, I want to do some kind of like Arcana check to try to sense if I can get a grip of where like these magical, like teleporting traps are for later on. But yeah, I was just saying it now because once this is all done, I'm assuming we're gonna head down there. So I didn't want it to go too far up where I'd forget about it. For when you guys are done self-imploding on killing the feeble, broken man.
It's impossible to see where the trapdoors are.
Oh, he was so broken.
So yeah, you guys see Ordin storm off, and then a poof of smoke and water shoot up out of the floor again as he disappears again. And you just hear him having a
He put
temper
himself in
tantrum
timeout.
in the northern prison cell. In the northern prison.
I would go and pick Ceraxis up and put him on my back and wade out.
Y'all, I think I hear Ordin back there.
All the cells are open, so
Got him!
all the cells are open because Ceraxis opened them all.
Well,
so.
yeah, but he's still mad.
What? That's 3 times, right?
That's 3 times.
Surely there's not more than 3.
You know what they say, comedy comes in threes.
Well, I picture it. It's similar to like that joke where someone steps on a rake and it hits him in the face, and then they turn around and step on another rake.
And they're like, I won't get that one again, and then another rake.
And then they jump down the stairs, and there's another one.
Derek, what's further down the corridor?
Okay, which way are you going?
Well, we know what's right, so what's this
Go
way?
left.
Where there's more portals.
Yeah, Raging's gonna use his sword again to prod the floor firmly to try and test the floor.
Like, how much weight on the places are you putting? Because they're triggered by weight.
Like I'm stabbing the floor quite a bit, so I mean I'll let you determine how much force I can put in.
Because for every 10 pounds, there's a 5% chance that the trap triggers.
Would I feel it kind of almost trigger at all?
Yeah. I guess you would kind of feel a compression a little bit, so the floor would dip a little bit here, and then literally in the middle there. You can't avoid the one at the end of the corridor.
Yeah, so I would make my way avoiding it as much as possible.
Thank you for the subscription.
And then,
Appreciate that.
I would just tell Ceraxis to send his wyvern. Is this a corner?
No, it's an open room.
Can I ask a question out of character?
Sure.
We know that Korast is dead and that the werewolf guy was the only other reason we're here. Shouldn't we turn back?
Oh, go get back to the party and tell them.
That sounds like an in-character question.
I don't know. I was just bringing that up because you would probably know that in character also.
I don't know, when we were talking about this for like 3 hours last session, it seemed like everybody wanted to explore all of Strahd's castle.
Okay.
We are supposed to find somebody else here too, right?
You did. You killed him.
Yeah.
No, aren't we supposed to find the Dark Elf's
Oh yeah, that's right.
body thing? The Dark Elf's wife's body?
Okay, I
Somewhere.
retract my in-character, out-of-character question.
Do we see
Shame
the
on you,
store
Ray.
behind
You're the
it?
one that remembered that last session.
If you go in, you would. You don't until you go in.
Okay. Yeah, like I wouldn't be able to get past here. You said, was it, Derek?
Correct.
So I'm just gonna do a little bit of a swim just to get over here. Then,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Could
get
my
into here.
wyvern
He'll
scout
t-
ahead?
Yeah, I was just about to turn and just tell the group what I see. And Specky's like up here with me.
This is a 50-foot square room, the ceiling of which is festooned with hanging chains that look like thick black web strands. A balcony set to the north wall overlooks the room and has two large thrones atop it with a red velvet curtain behind them. And to get up here to the door is the next floor, so it can't be reached from here. So it's a wall.
Yeah. We can't get back, so it appears there is nothing to see this way.
There are dark shapes in the water that are iron. There's iron maidens, stocks, and other instruments of torture in this room. The skeletons that are hanging in the chains are the last victims lying within them, their jaws seemingly frozen open in silent screams.
Then Raging is gonna swim with Ceraxis on his back to the stairs.
Mm-hmm. I hate you. I saw it as you were pinging. Fuck you.
Nathan, stop. Why'd you delete me?
Let's go upstairs. Are you going upstairs, Kevin?
Yeah. Again, I would just ask Ceraxis. I would ask Ceraxis to kind of cling on to me while he looks through his familiar's eyes, and just tell me what he sees. I guess I'd probably, as we walked past here, I'd probably shout if Ordin if he's coming or not, because I don't see Ordin at the moment.
That's because I deleted him because Tyler's being a fucking prick.
Oh, no, all I did was put where the dead boy was. That's all. And then I went to write rude, and then you just wiped me out of existence.
And me. I got Thanos death. I didn't even do anything.
You were definitely collateral damage. I saw you disappear, and I almost spit my water out.
Okay, stack up the map 11.
Well, I didn't actually say if I was going or not.
Well, I'll bring everybody up to map 11, then we can decide if we're going.
No, I'm going. I just want to give you a hard time.
I'm just gonna sit down and pout.
Honestly, he could if he didn't think he was going to die.
Oops.
So I guess Raging would say to Iris or Ragnar, the Dark Elf, the Dusk Elf, where was we to look for the remains?
Iris would know that it was
The catacombs.
The catacombs. I was gonna say under Castle Ravenloft, which is kind of right, but
It's like you were technically on the right floor. You just couldn't get there from there.
we're supposed to be looking in the catacombs. That's where he told us to look. So I guess if there was no path down there, we need to find another way down.
Yes, I'd put Ceraxis down. Do we go through this door? However, then.
Didn't we see more than this in this area?
No. You got to the door, and Ceraxis said, his wyvern said it sounded like goose feet. And walked away.
Oh, so it's one more floor up to go where the dining room was?
Yes.
Okay. That's,
Yeah, Ceraxis would look to Raging and say, Master, there are foul geese on the other side of this door. I'm sure of it. I fucking hate geese.
Yeah,
Watch your profanity.
I would pat Ceraxis on the head knowingly. Yes, I remember the trouble you had with them last time. You have grown since then. At least an inch.
I love it.
sounds like there.
I'm ready for retribution, Master.
Sounds like there are geese feet.
That's not even a joke.
It is now.
Yeah, it's a foul joke.
Anything's a.
This hallway, shut the hell up. This hallway here, this dusty 10-foot wide, 30-foot long corridor has a flat ceiling 10 feet overhead. To the south, a web-filled stairway spirals down into darkness from which you came. The north end of the hall ends at a wooden door.
Hey, Derek.
Yes.
Is it a web-footed stairwell?
Shut the fuck up!
Derek, how do we open the door?
So bad.
Before we do you all go at the exact same time walking up, or does Ceraxis and Rajin go ahead first?
I guess we go ahead first.
I'm gonna stand right where I put my token.
Okay.
If something happens and I gotta roll, you gotta bear with me. There is a bump in the night in my actual life, so I'm not at the computer.
Nice.
Thanks, Big Boss.
Okay,
We're
so,
all about puns
Ordin,
around
are you
here.
gonna stand where you are?
Yeah, I'm kind of staying away from the group.
Good.
Yeah, I like the open beards, and Soul's alright.
Yeah, well, they're fine. Just don't move anymore.
Okay.
Don't trigger more traps.
You would love that, though.
Oh, it'd be great. Okay, yeah, it's a wooden door. You can open it. It's freely. It has a knob.
Yeah, I guess Raging begins to open the door.
Okay.
He's going to open the door a crack to see what these killer geese are like.
You see, since you're opening it a crack, you'd see this portion of the corridor, and there is nothing at that portion. But you hear webbed feet start kind of walking in your direction.
The geese are walking on the ceiling.
Who's there?
Okay.
And you hear it coming from the east.
Oh.
Are they hurriedly walking, like quickly, or are they
Like
like
normal walk.
Then Raging will open up the door to see what I can try and see.
Okay, this hall stands in deadly silence. Heavy beams support a sagging 10-foot high ceiling. Fog clings to the floor, obscuring everything that lies less than 3 feet above it. A giant shadow lurches across the ceiling as a dark figure shuffles purposely down the corridor towards you. And I will reveal.
Do they see us?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
As this gentleman starts walking towards you, and I'll get the picture for you.
It's
Nice.
the best character.
The geese man.
The geese man.
Now, I think you've got to work on your English language because you said gooses earlier instead of geese, and now you're saying geese men. Well, geese is plural.
Same team, Kevin.
Same English team.
No, different English team.
The creature walking towards
Much
you is
different.
a mongrel. Is a mongrel folk which you've had dealings with back at the Abbey. He stands 4 foot 9 inches tall, but he has a hunched posture The left side of his face is covered with lizard scales, and he has the ears of a panther. His left foot looks like a duck's webbed foot, and his arms have patches of black dog fur. So he has one duck foot.
Is he approaching aggressively at all?
No, he's just walking towards you like, who be there?
I'm gonna boldly step in and say, "Where are the catacombs?"
The catacombs are below us, as all catacombs would be. Are you stupid?
Did he call me
Great
stupid?
dialogue.
Do you not know how to go down?
I'm gonna walk up and grab him by the tunic, and say, "You mock me? Which way is it to go down there?"
I'll show you in the morning. How about I show you to your rooms where you can get a good night's rest? It looks like you all need it.
Oh
Please come follow me.
no! And I'm making sure he doesn't go anywhere. I don't know if you want me to do an athletics check for a grapple.
He's weak as fuck. But you can tell that this man is obviously there's something wrong about him. He's just babbling nonsense. Like you got to go to your tower. Retire to your tower. Please, follow me.
No, you show me now.
Come on. And you kind of, it's kind of like your little brother is trying to walk away, but you're holding on to his shirt. He's kind of like doing that, trying to tug you in the direction from which you came, like back toward down that hallway.
What did the rest do? What does Iris and Ragnar do? Are they waiting in the corridor?
No, we would have come in after you went in. I was just too busy messing with geese sounds.
Very important.
And we're just kind of like, Iris is kind of standing back, watching yet a second person just grab someone else and manhandle them, basically, or Dragonborn handle them. Hold on.
That's okay.
And I guess just watch what Raging's doing. I mean, they're not wanting to go wherever this guy thing is telling them to go either, so...
Yeah, you would have heard Raging, like, demand him take us to the catacombs. And this man is trying not to take us there.
Yeah, no, we do not trust him to take us anywhere else. Maybe take us to the catacombs, but not anywhere else.
Derek, I'm gonna turn him around and like stare into his eyes. Take us there now. And I want to try and intimidate him. Again, like breathe in, so there's lightning crackling between my teeth.
He would look at you and just smile and start laughing and ask, "What's the difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb?"
Oh.
And he's gonna half throw him to the side.
Yeah.
Like look at him like very strangely. He's gonna half throw him to the side, and at the same time like hit him with the grip of the great sword and toss him to the side. Give him a little clout around the ear, and he's just gonna throw him.
What's a light bulb?
Yeah, he's just gonna throw him. He's probably throwing him that way. And then he's just gonna begin to walk this way.
What a tough crowd tonight. I'm just gonna go back to making my dinner. And he's gonna walk into this door, open this door, and
Iris is not going to let him walk anywhere. She's got her spear out, holding it at him. You're not going to be going anywhere, dearie. You're going to stay right there till we find out what's going on around here.
I'm making my dinner.
Ah,
But
no.
when
No, you're
y'all
not.
barged in,
You're going to be sitting right there.
don't you don't want to come with me up to your tower or to help me make some dinner? What good are you guys? Who are you anyway?
I'm the
And you
person
would-
that's going to stick this spear through your neck if you don't sit there and be quiet.
Don't be doing that.
And-
That wouldn't be very fun. And you guys would start to see a Rasian in Ceraxis as you're walking that way. A portcullis, right. Whoops, I'm revealing it again. Like right here, like these little would be a portcullis, and then there's a staircase leading up.
Yeah, I would just want to take a look through the portcullis, and I guess I can just see barrels and stuff like that. No doors or anything out.
Arched frames of stone form a low, wet ceiling over this wine cellar. Great casks line the walls, their bands rusting and their contents long since spoiled on the floor. A few hungry rats make their home here, but upon your sudden arrival, they retreat to the shadows.
And then if nobody else is doing anything, walk up to here and crack the door open.
Hey, Derek, would you be able to share that as a handout really quick?
Sure, what?
That picture you posted in Discord?
Yeah, hold up. I forget I have to do that. So save image.
Ceraxis would look to Ragin real quick and ask if he should scout up ahead on up the stairs here.
Raging nods. And then he'd probably just turn to the others. Check the other doors. See what you see.
Shh, there you go. It should be in the handouts now.
That
Nathan.
is the guy we're dealing with right now, if you can call it that.
Duckfoot. Quack,
I
quack.
don't know. He's too goosey for my liking. I don't trust him.
Okay, what were you doing, Rasian?
Opening the door, just a crack, just to have a look inside. I'm trying to be as careful as possible.
Mm-hmm. And K65. A horrible odor of decay fills the steaming hot room. A huge pot bubbles over a blazing fire pit in the center of the room, its green, muddy contents churning. The far wall is lined with pegs hanging from which are numerous large cooking implements, some of which could easily double as implements of torture. And there's a cooking pot in the middle, obviously, which you can see.
Raging would probably be
Cooking Chinese food.
Yeah. Raging would probably be disgusted and just slam the door and turn around like with a disgusted look on his face. And then
The guy would be like, "Did you not like the smell of dinner? It smells delicious, doesn't it?"
I think Ragnar does the same thing at this door here before moving down to the other and listening.
You don't hear anything coming from that door.
Ragnar will open it.
And you reveal the fireball trap that kills you.
Good. I need to lose that character again.
Same one. This 20-foot square room is filled wall to wall with clutter. A long, sagging bed sits to one side under a huge faded tapestry that depicts Castle Ravenloft. Dusty lanterns sit in various places, and bright curtains are draped haphazardly about the room. thousands of pieces of junk cover the floor. Broken swords, crumpled shields, and helmets lie in piles all about.
What's this giant hole over here?
I think that's the bed, ain't it?
Yeah, that looks like the bed.
Yeah, that's that shit.
It looks like a big ass hole.
I thought it was like a piano.
It's the organ fell through the floor after Iris was done with it.
And, like you would open the door and the mongrel folk would stay out of there. Don't touch my things. Those are mine. My things. Leave my things alone. And he starts like not sprinting, but kind of waddling or across. Close the door, please.
Iris would have attempted to just like knock him against a wall if he tried to get up and move.
Yeah, Ordin would do the same.
Okay, he made bad rolls anyway, so never mind. He just don't touch my things.
Trust me, dearie, we're not wanting any of your things. Trust me, you've got nothing to offer us. And Ragnar will just shut
What do
the
you
door
mean?
back.
There's lots of great stuff in there. This motherfucker's crazy.
Look, we'll leave you alone if you show us where the catacombs are.
Well, now we're curious.
You're above the catacombs. Just go down.
Where? Where are the staircases leading down?
Over there. And he points where you came from. There's staircase leading up over there. There's lots of staircases. It's a big castle.
Yeah, it's a big castle, so show us which staircase takes us directly to the catacombs.
Fine. Come this way. Follow me. Just stay close.
I love this voice, Derek.
Please do this voice all the time, Derek, from now on.
and he would kind of like not caress, but like yank on your sleeves because you're taller than him.
What?
Come this way. This way. Follow me.
Wrong choice.
Just leave me alone. leave the poor crazy mongrel folk alone.
I'm gonna look to Iris and then follow where he's leading me.
Is everybody gonna?
Is he caressing Iris too?
No, he's gonna get to the door here and go. Everybody, come this way. You want
Look, he
want to
likes
go to you want to go to the catacombs? Come on, let's go.
We've already been down there. Is there another
Yeah,
way?
but you obviously didn't go the right way.
Come on, let's just go.
And he would get him to get to there and stop. There's 3 of you on there now. That's plenty of weight. That's plenty of weight.
You son of a...
He's leading you directly into a trap.
Are you serious?
I shouldn't have followed Ordin with both of my characters.
I'm assuming there is at least 400 pounds of weight standing in those 4 tiles. Yes. I need
There's at least 400 pounds of dumbassery right now.
At least.
I need everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Everybody?
Hey Nathan, don't forget to add the thing that I get.
Yeah, or the ones that are not you. So Iris, Ragnar, and Ordin, and the Mongol folk.
Is it
Nice.
poison?
Good roll.
Can't remember. Do dwarves have,
wait,
dwarves have something about poison?
I don't think it'd be poison. It's a magic sleep gas, so it's not poison.
Mm.
Can I see it?
I'm trying to get the stack block of this motherfucker.
Is it something I can see?
You start see. Okay. 2 steel portcullises drop from the ceiling at lightning speed to seal off the compartment on both sides, trapping you within this little 10 by 10 area. An instant later, the closed-off elevator is propelled up the western half of a 20-foot wide tall and 170-foot tall shaft to the sound of turning gears and rattling chains. Magic sleep gas fills the compartment that you stand in as the elevator rises. And you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
So I can see it.
Sure.
Is it only a deck save though for your ability, Nathan?
It's a Constitution save. Is it only Dex for Dwarven Resilience, or not? For the barbarian thing.
I
Danger
think it
sense?
might only be. Yeah, I think it might only be a dexterity saves where you get your. Is it advantage on them?
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's just Dex.
I mean, you have con save proficiency anyway, right?
Plus, you get +4 from me.
Yeah.
I have it with one of my characters. Ragnar gets 23.
Okay.
And Iris gets a dirty 20.
I got a 25.
You are all still asleep, but you see this stupid mongrel folk that led you into his trap. He's now asleep on the floor.
Did you say we're still asleep?
No, you guys are fine. He's
Okay.
the only one asleep.
We just managed to, like, we see the gas coming out and we just pull our shirts over our face.
Ragnar pulls his loincloth over his face.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
forgot.
geez.
No, you don't.
Oh, jeez.
Man, I bet that thing's nice and musty.
It's like a paper towel. Like, it just has a lot of length on it.
We found the elevator. Ragnar will call back to everybody else.
Did they go up or did they stay where they was?
They stay where they are. The elevator's next to them. I can reveal it now, I guess. That's the elevator. It's now just a hole, and you're just trapped in this little area.
I'm just going to kick this guy and be like, bastard.
Make an attack roll.
Well, I'm not trying to hurt him. Should I
And
still make an attack roll?
he's sound asleep.
Should I still make an attack roll?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
It's like you hear the elevator hit the top of the tower that it's going to, and it just stops. And what was trapping you in this little area goes back down, and you're free to move.
So, is it like an elevator we can get in and go down?
It's at the very top, and it's unless you get up there, you cannot activate it again.
So it doesn't go down past where we're at.
Oh, it does. It does. It goes further down, I believe. I believe it does. Sends to 47. Nope, it's at the bottom. You are at the bottom. Actually, no. I'm looking at the picture now. I was completely wrong. So you are now at the top. I'll show you the picture of what it's supposed to look like. No, you are in it, and the counterweight hits the ground next to you where you were. So you are now all the way up at the top of the tower.
So could we take it down?
Yeah, it weighs tons. Until the elevator remains at the top of the shaft until the lever in a area K blah 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 is moved to the down position. So you four are now way upstairs, which I can bring you there now. You've split the party. It is now going to.
Hey.
As I realize I'm muted for the stream. Yay, that's always a good idea.
Where's
How long have we got left, Derek or Nathan?
we can stop whenever. This would actually be a good
this
place
is
to
a
stop.
good place to stop. Literally splitting the
Yeah.
party and not knowing what's going on. It's a good cliffhanger.
Okay, Derek. Then, before we stop, can we find out was Soul opening these doors?
You did say open doors. I just stood in the line, but then the party went and fucking yeet sticked themselves, so I just kind of waited patiently.
And I assume Specky has gone with you, Ration.
Yeah, I just left him off the map. Saves
okay.
me having to carry him around all the way.
Okay, true.
Yeah, maybe if we can have a look through these doors, Derek, and
then-
have a look what's up the stairs, and then that will help us decide what we are going to do before next week's session.
K67.
So, also in context, would we want this to happen
Bless you.
before everything that just happened, or would you think? Because my character 100% would be okay with seeing them do everything that just happened and then peek in this door and be trying to figure shit out anyway. So either or, just for context.
So that wouldn't, like, what happens in the elevator wouldn't stop you from opening the door, is what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I would open it anyway. Like, I would notify to Rage and be like, oh, they're gone. And then I'd probably peek into here to now knowing that a big meaty portion of my friends has disappeared because of a goose.
One.
Yeah, I think Rajan runs over then. Probably Ceraxis as well. He probably calls Ceraxis down. And we'd probably investigate here. But then we can pick up that next week.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are you
One-
going to be here next week or next time?
I don't know.
Well, theoretically, since the party's split, we could just focus on one half of the party's adventure next week. Saying we're split unless we reconvene somehow.
Oh,
We don't know. So let's do today.
So next week is Middle Earth, right?
Yes.
And then the week after, I will be with you.
Okay, cool.
So I hope Kevin's going to be here next week. He's kind of running the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I knew that he was going to. I meant the week after. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got 2 more weeks, and then I'm back at Middle Earth.
Adventure environments. Okay.
So, one, that room looks freaking badass.
Oh, it's a great room.
2, Nate, you missed another opportunity for your classic
missed
sneeze
2.
thing.
You missed 2.
Yeah, he did. God bless you.
Oh,
God
does
bless
one
you.
sneeze? I didn't even notice.
I had like a giant sneeze.
Oh boy.
He's in his own world.
I didn't hear that at all.
He's thinking about his margarita.
All right, are we doing anything else on the map?
Yeah, I'm gonna describe what it looks like, but give me a second. I'll look into it next time. Dark stains cover the floor of this area. Large oak tables, scarred and beaten, lay scattered like toys about the room, their wood crushed and splintered. Replacing them are furnishings made entirely of human bones. The walls in the 20-foot high vaulted ceiling are a sickly yellow color, not because of faded or time-worn plaster, but because they are adorned with bones and skulls arranged in a morbidly decorative fashion, giving the room a cathedral-like quality. 4 enormous mounds of bones occupy the corners of this ossuary, and garlands of skulls extend from these mounds to a chandelier of bones that hangs from the ceiling above a long table constructed of bones in the center of the room. 10 chairs made of bones and festooned with decorative skulls surround the table, resting atop which is an ornate bowl-shaped vessel made yet of more bones. The doors to the north and south are sheathed in bones, but the steel-banded double doors in the center of that you just entered are not. Above the eastern door is mounted the skull of a dragon.
Say it again, Derek.
The skull of a dragon.
Nope, the other word.
Mounted?
Why, for a sound clip?
Bones.
Coming.
Soul, when she looks into this room and she notices all the bones,
Coming.
yeah, she is. She's going to kind of like under her breath say like, "Man's really got a theme here." I'd like to try to get Soul would like to try to get a sense if there's any kind of like magical presence in this room, seeing there's a lot of undead that we've come across, and she wants to see if maybe there might be some skeletons hanging out, waiting somewhere, something of the rather, if you like magical, if that makes sense. Before she even sets foot.
No, there's nothing magical in here.
Okay. Does any of the bones stand out at all?
The dragon.
Like anything, like if I were to, can I try to see if there's anything in particular about this dragon skull, or if it's just a decorative mount on the wall? It's just a decorative mount?
For right now, yes, it's a decorative mount.
Yeah, he got it at Hot Topic.
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah.
This really just how he feels about Irina.
He obviously didn't watch South Park. What's you know what? I'm not really interested in going inside this room, especially now that the party's been split, because I don't really trust the area at all. I would like to I'll relay the information about this poorly decorated room. And
Ceraxis is standing in right next to you, and
what are the types of doors? Like, there's two doors here. Is there anything in particular about these doors, or does it just like copy paste from the other ones?
The doors to the north and south are sheathed in bones. So the north and shut the hell up. The north and south doors are bony.
I'm coming.
But the door you came through is not sheathed in bones. It's just got a dragon skull mounted above it on the limit.
Would I be able to cast a mage hand and send it to see if those doors are locked? Like to have it jiggle the handle to see if it would open, like not open the door because I don't think it can. I believe I'm within 30 feet of both doors.
You are, yes. Yes, you could. They are unlocked.
I would relay that over to Rei-Jin in the hallway. Soul's not too interested in going into this room any further. Like I said earlier, she would note that due to the fact half our party is disappeared, it's probably best we make each one of our moves with a good amount of thought. Not get ourselves stuck in something we don't want to get out of or can't get out of.
Okay, this is a good spot to stop.
You got me fucked up thinking I'm going to go mess in a bony room. In an undead-esque castle. Fuck that.
All right, y'all. Any parting words from anybody before we sign off?
Bye, Felicia.
I'm coming!
Okay.
Bones.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got one.
I'm not sure if you're gonna let everyone know about next week as well.
Yeah, I will.
Oh.
Just letting y'all get anything out of the way that you'll need to get off your chest real quick.
It just ended.
Thank you, Plaid Weasel, for the 1,000 bits. That's awesome. Appreciate that.
1,000 bits.
As we're
Wow.
about to sign off, we
Man.
really appreciate that.
Man,
Next week,
I wish I had the ability to do that, but I suffer from I don't have it. Yeah, that. Yeah, I suffer from being born. Fuck.
Together we can find a cure.
There's no cure for me.
Together we can find one, Tyler. Just
I don't want to be fixed. I'm like harassed. I'm suicidal.
Nathan, did you get the big boss bits as well? Big boss senpai.
Yes, I did a few shout outs while y'all were talking, just muting myself to you guys. and shouting out to the stream. I think I got everybody that donated and subscribed, I think. But
My wife subscribed, which is nice.
Yep, and I thanked her for that too. So, yeah, I was trying to do that without interrupting the RP, so I just kind of muted myself to you guys and just did it to the stream. That way
I'm
it
about to
didn't
do
bog the
what's
game
called
down.
a pro gamer move.
Working on it. Anyways, there will be no Curse of Strahd next week. We'll be in Middle Earth again. I believe if everything goes according to plan, it's going to be the last half of the prologue, right, Kevin?
It is, yes.
Cool.
Obviously, it was only supposed to be one shot, but as one shots can go most times, it's a two shot. It just allowed part one to be the characters to get to know each other, to breathe a little bit, to interact more naturally, and me not having to force things along, which was nice. And yeah, I'm hoping to tell a good story with the characters next week and wrap it up.
I'm excited to step it back into the shoes of Aragorn and see what happens and see which of the other NPCs die. Since I must survive, right?
Are you calling us NPCs?
Yes, because y'all are expendable. So next week we'll be in Middle Earth, and then the week after we'll be in back in Curse of Strahd. So look forward to that. Thank you all, everybody, so very much for all the support, for getting us to affiliate, for the subscriptions and bits that everyone's donated today. It's fantastic. I mean, I said at the beginning of the stream, if you weren't here, that it's kind of overwhelming because I never really expected to get quite this far. Just kind of did it for fun and hoped it went this far, and we're here now. So hopefully this is the first step into not greatness, but the first step in this direction so we can continue to grow and continue to improve. We're going to throw up the end screen here in just a second, and then we'll be raiding Jarl of Goats. He is running his Death of Deities campaign tonight. So if you want to stick around when we raid, throw up some emojis, let him know who sent you, and give him a good skull. Other than that, I think we're done. We'll see you guys in another dimension.